Making money through real estate is often thought of as luck. It isn't. It's based on financial literacy.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are delighted that for over 35 years, we've been able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate over 3,117 times.
That's helping a lot of people. Right?
It's helping a lot of people, isn't it? It's about coming alongside you to build your fund, build your faith, build your fitness, and your finances. And in fact, strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. The wealth formula expanded journey is 8 weeks. We're on the bottom end of the 6th of 8. And sometimes I've thought like we're getting repetitive. We're saying the same thing again and again and again. And here's the great news. Repetition is the invention of learning. Like it really does help us learn and master a thing. If we don't get repetition, it's not one and done. It's layered learning and it is repetition. And so it is necessary. And all 6 so far, and I'm going to say all 8, touch on different aspects of wise wealth building.
And we're going to continue talking, as Zane's talking, about leverage and what leverage does for you or can do against you. But we're going to talk about what it does for you. And he illustrates powerfully that once you build up enough equity in your house, that it's time to leverage some of that money and go buy another property because you're increasing your leverage and you're multiplying the number of properties that you have in the market that are growing.
That are going up in value is what you mean growing. They're not getting bigger. They're actually going up in value. So your wealth is growing and the real estate is probably staying the same size.
Yeah, probably.
Well, sometimes we do an addition and there is not that many scenarios where an addition is the best use of money.
No.
There are a few.
And what he explains to David and Sarah, this is really important because some people want to do it real fast. They want to do it as quick as possible. But if you're not prepared, he said you don't re-leverage your house, A, until there's enough money to do it properly, but B, that you have emergency cushions set aside for contingencies, for when a tenant maybe doesn't pay or the tenant moves out or the interest rates rise or whatever the case may be. You've got some security blanket, right? That cushion so that you don't have to have sleepless nights. And this is really important because many times we're working with couples or partners and they have different propensity for debt. And
good debt or bad debt for that matter.
Yeah. And we say, well, how do you know when you're going too far? And that is when the person that has the least capacity for debt can't sleep. Right? And for some people, they should never invest because their significant other can't handle it at all.
And so the money's not worth the lack of peace. We're not by any stretch of the imagination saying that we think investing in real estate is for everybody because it's not for everybody. It is for many and it is not for everybody. So if you're thinking, is it for me? I don't know. I've had lots of confusion. I've heard you guys talk about it for 14 years, and I've been hearing you in so many different venues, really for 37 years, talk about real estate investing. How do I know if it's for me? Give us a call. We'll do a clarity call with you. And it's not hard to figure out if you've got your position in some clarity coming in. We'll help you get clear whether this is maybe even worth a consideration or not. Because for some people, it's please don't. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah, you're not prepared. You're not ready. It doesn't mean you'll never be ready. We'll give you steps as to what we think would be some moves to move you towards being ready.
If it's for you.
Yeah.
Or if it's really never. That's okay too.
Yeah. Yeah. So Zane continues to talk about equity for investments. And he's saying as long as what you're investing in is going up or increasing in value faster than the rate of interest you're paying on it, right? Then that's a great investment. That's a great re-leveraging because you're leveraging other people's money. We call it opium, other people's money.
OPM.
Yes.
Let's say it slower so it doesn't sound like the drug, but it can become addictive. So we want to keep that in check as well. So other people's money, using it to build wealth. The term we use a lot now is seed money. We're looking to find money once that goes in your first principal residence. And more people are buying their first principal residence with an income property attached, or even staying at home longer and buying their first property and it's a duplex and they're not living in either unit. So there's lots of different ways of doing that. You can buy up to a triplex.
Fourplex, if you're going to live in one of them.
Yeah, if you're going to live in one of them.
For 10% down.
For 10% down. So that's kind of exciting. Like there are lots of different ways of getting into the real estate market. It doesn't have to be a home for just you to live in.
Yeah. And interesting, CMHC, who is Canada Mortgage Housing Corporation, they did a home equity report. And the report says that 69% of the average homeowner's net worth is in their house.
And that's even with the misuse of money, right? Like that's even considering that we're using our houses as consolidation or really as a credit card.
Yeah, a big ATM machine to pay off your debts.
I'm almost thinking they're using it like a credit card.
A low interest
rate credit card.
Some are, especially with their home equity lines that they can just pull out regularly. Now, the other thing that they said was that those that strategically reinvest their equity into appreciating assets grow their net worth 3 times faster than others.
Okay, so I want to catch that word again, strategically. And I'm going to add the word intentionally. And I'm going to add the word deliberately.
And wisely.
And wisely. We always got to keep that wisely in there because you can do it wrong. So strategically, deliberately, and intentionally, and wisely, using the seed money, that initial down payment in your first house, pulling that out really, and using it again for house number 2. And then when you have 2 of them in 5 to 10 years that have increased in value, now pulling out, well, there isn't even seed money anymore. I don't know. I guess it's still the same seed money you're pulling out. It is. It's just spread out over 2 properties now, and using that on a third property.
A third or a fourth, depending.
It's pretty incredible.
It is. It is amazing leverage and multiplication.
Exponential.
Yeah. And there's a Zane, now this is paraphrased, but he says, a lever is only dangerous if you pull it the wrong way.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That means if you have the leverage work against you rather than for you.
Yeah. And you know, we had our first investment property. It taught us that leverage isn't about luck. It's about literacy. It's about doing the right financial numbers. The purpose for it must work and the numbers must work. And we're glad. We're thankful, we're excited that you joined us on Life's Inside Track. Because when we move forward together, we've got this.
Moving forward with the